young youths into the army and the other take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, àgbàdo, corn.
Oṣó ni, àjẹ́ ni, ẹlẹ́bọlóògùn ni, amániṣe ni, afàìmọ́niṣe ni, wọ́n á fi yín sílẹ̀. Oṣó ni.
You get that? So they are not using abject poverty anymore. They are using multi-dimensional poverty, where you have over 140 million Nigerians now living in multi-dimensional poverty. So that's the record of Bokuwari. That's Buhari. So this is what we're going to do the comparison now. Okay, leaving out all the details I've given you earlier. Let's play scenarios now. Okay, Yaradua, full step, failure. Tinubu, who wants to follow either Bokuwari or Yaradua, disaster in the waiting. Somebody say, congratulations to our incoming president. Baba, I don't know how old you are. Look at me very well. See, look at my face. You are not doing anybody. See, all that happened during Bokuwari's time, there are so many of you that didn't see that happening. Abi, the way Nigeria turned, or what Nigeria has turned to right now, it is so bad that so many of you, in that your weak, tired voices, where you think you are showing solidarity and you are like taunting other people. The failure of Bokuwari, especially those of you who are Yorubas from southwest Nigeria, congratulations, our incoming president. Listen to me very well. In that your weak, low voice, no motivation, no nothing, it is the failure of Bokuwari that is making some of you to feel like just maybe God will answer your prayer and put smile on your face genuinely and change your life through Tinubu. You know what you are doing? It's called gambling with your life. Baba, honestly speaking, if to say the consequences is going to be limited to you alone, in Ijebu, there's a saying, atikalare parare, enejonu, koniyon parare, tikalarare, enejonu. It's something like when somebody decide to kill themselves in Ijebu, no case in it. But when it comes to political decisions and all of that, you just need to know the consequences of what you are getting yourselves into. 8 years ago, just before they swear for Bokuwari, a lot of you were full of hope. You were full of expectations. You were bragging. You were everywhere. It didn't take long before your fake, bogus patriotism started fading off. This is not going to be any different. So enjoy it while it lasts. Some of you didn't survive it. Here you get. You that survived Bokuwari is good. Gamble. You've done it. Nobody's going to change that for Nabi. All the best for you. So let's now play scenarios, like I said. And if you're just joining us, you can still very much make your presence known, like the broadcast. Somebody said that, no, I was reading something somewhere, right? And they said, Mr. Beast, there is this very popular, give me a sec. Let me fix this and I'll be back, okay? Don't go anywhere.
70 years old man. Is that you? Jesus is Lord. Jesus. Woman, is that you? 70 years old man. Is that you? Jesus is Lord. Jesus. Woman, is that you?
Thank you. So make your presence known, which is like the broadcast, share it. It works better that way. I wanted to tell you a story, but don't worry. You don't need that. With that interruption, there's no point. So let's play out scenarios here when we want to compare Yaradua and his footstep and what happened to Yaradua and what happened after, what led Nigeria to where we are today. Even if Kolu is using that comparative overview, right? Again, these are just scenarios, all right? And I hope that a lot of you can take time to just listen to these scenarios too, all right? We'll put the failures on the side. Yaradua was in and out of hospital for for skin cancer. It was too late for people to realize that their president was actually suffering from skin cancer. And with all effort, they said he's been suffering for it for years, even as a governor. So when he became president of Nigeria, they decided to introduce him to more advanced kind of, medical personnel abroad. So Yaradua, why Yaradua was sick or always out of Nigeria, even when he was in Nigeria, where they would be like, he can't do anything because he's not feeling well. Kolu is not that sick. We don't have a sign that he's having cancer, except for the one that we saw a syringe under his arm, which people said, nah, something to heart and all that, whatever. But what happened then was that Nigeria was being ruled by people we now refer to as Kabas, and his wife was one of them. So Turai says something today about Tinubu following the footstep of her husband. So what Turai now said was, Remi, you are going to be the target. If your husband follow my late husband's footstep, right? You will be the target. There's nothing significant done by Yaradua that made Turai a target other than when Yaradua was sick and they were hiding it from Nigerians. And people said it was Turai. It was Turai. It was Turai that is madam. This was 15 years ago or something. And that was how she came into the picture. That was when people started saying that she's so powerful, she's this and that, she's that. So if Turai is telling Remi that your husband following my late husband's footstep will make you a target, does that then mean a husband who was very sickly, when Tinubu's sickness start manifesting or get out of hand, that they couldn't really manage it anymore, because he would have to be always in the face of Nigerians, when they swear for him on the 29th of May. So with the pressure of taking him away like they normally do, would that not then bounce on Remi as being the one to hide everything from the people, being the head of the new cabal? Was Turai Yaradua telling Remi that if the thing can't choke your husband, that you have to keep him private, away from the rest of Nigeria? This role, if you find yourself there, you are going to be a target. And according to her, it wasn't pleasant at all. She was battling with making her husband feel better. She was trying to make her, as a wife, as a mother, right? Trying to get her husband well. Yet, the rest of Nigeria, they are seeing her as hiding him away from them. Oh, she's this or that. So it's a mixed thing, which is actually, this is me being fair now, okay? The wife of the president is also human. The president himself is human. Any of us can fall so sick and we need care and love. Sometimes you have to take your loved one away from the prying eyes of the public. But you can't take a president of a country away if you are not hiding something. The country should know what is wrong with him, not in Nigeria anyway. So Turai Yaradua said to Remi, my husband wasn't ambitious about power. He didn't want to be president. They forced him to be president. He loved being a teacher. He loved going to teach and coming back home to come and tell us stories after eating his dinner. He didn't want to be president. He wasn't power hungry. But you guys have actually stolen it now and you've grabbed it. You have run with it. But there will be consequences. With what we know about your husband, Remy, you might need to brace up because you're going to find yourself in my position. Now, going further, playing scenario. Shitima is ambitious. You can tell. The Boko Haram sympathizer, who is your vice president select. There are impressions in some quarters that if anything happened to Tinubu, like what happened to Yaradua, that Jonathan became your president, and it got so many people in northern Nigeria so angry that they felt like they got cheated. It was their turn. It's our turn. Why would you force a sick man on us for our turn? Did you know that Yaradua was going to die? Is that your plot to keep the power in southern Nigeria? That was the genesis of the hatred you are seeing today in Nigerian politics. Their politics that is so divisive, that is like they want to kill themselves every now and then. If you see Nigerians, when they go after themselves, obedient versus the Agbadoma versus the Mekanite. When they start, the northerners versus southerners, Christians versus Muslim, and the rest of every other thing that people, do you think they want to kill themselves? It all started from 2010. When Goodluck Jonathan said he wanted to contest to be president. And they told him, no, you can't. That was the genesis. So, are you prepared for President Kashim Shettima? All of you are telling me right now. I'm just saying, we are using scenario of, well, do you want me to tell you something, right? In my book, evil people don't, they don't die easily. Do you get that? And that's why somebody like me don't kind of believe in curses, believe in karma, believe in, some prayers too. They are just your wishes. Okay? They are wishes. And if wishes were horses, they say beggars will ride. So I don't kind of believe them. And that is why sometimes I feel like in our state of anger and rage or disagreement, we tend to project the sort of a sociopathic side of us. When you kind of feel like, now, you see, I mean, you see, to show to you that I'm serving a living God, you will die in 7 days. This guy is supposed just, I wish this guy just jam a car, kill him. This is you projecting your own little or bigger sociopathic side of you, and it's wrong. It's very, very bad. Some people say them when they don't mean them. But when you see people who say them and mean them, but they just don't have the stamina to carry them out, sociopath. Horrible people know they die like that too. Okay? And to some of you who are thinking, maybe Tinubu would die. Abi? So that Shettima, and I'm saying this because I have actually seen people who believed that. There are people in APC, Egbe. Yeah? And Shebi Tinubu know well. If he dies soon, power will return to us. In 2015, nobody knew that Boko Haram had any sickness or anything so serious, nothing. Until 2016, when you know what happened now? I know those who are the same member of the same political party, APCO, that are waiting. If we are here talking about, is Buhari dead? They will be here. They want to hear confirmation if Buhari is dead, because once Buhari is dead, a Yoruba man will become president. They are the same party, the same people in the same political party. That's how horrible they are in Nigeria. Are you with me? So Buhari didn't die. So since Buhari no die, Oshibajo couldn't become president. So Oshibajo couldn't become president, well, their prayers and wish and hope didn't come to pass. That's sad. That's very bad that God didn't kill him. So that you know what I mean? I witnessed it. I saw that. People of the same political party. You see, you feel say, Buhari should die, Buhari should this and that. Fine, you're angry. Okay, fine. What about people in the same political party? Buhari is their president, too. Sure you get. But within them, it is the same psycho madness that actually keep them together, and that's one reason why you can't have a better working country with those people. So now the table don't turn. Natifnubu de dakudaji. Natifnubu now they are like, if anything happened to Tifnubu, power will just go back to the north. Guess those who are also praying for that, member of the same political party, APC. In fact, there were some of them that, see, I have this, it's everywhere. I have this information that if you want to see them, they are everywhere. Don't pretend that you're not seeing them, except if you're not looking. They were telling themselves in northern Nigeria, this Tinubu, if he die anytime, if Tinubu die now Shettima go be the president, power is back to the north, and Shettima go do 8 years. But if you are banking on that, it's just like you gambling on make what do you call it? Make APC change Nigeria, so that you can come around and tell people who didn't believe in them and say, Shoton, look at us now. We know, we know that's not going to happen. It's not because you have any control or anything, okay? I'm just saying. So sometimes, Moku, they tone them down in public when we want to put our conspiracy together, because sometimes all these conspiracy things, right? Theories, not because they are completely wrong, but most of the time, they are projection of, what you want to see happen that you have no control over. Since you have no control over it, you don't have any control over who is going to die tomorrow, who is going to die this evening, or even if yourself, if you're not going to die tomorrow as well. So I would advise that limit the conversation around what's practically, possible. Again, I'm not saying you shouldn't believe what you want to believe, because the way we attention day everywhere right now, you're just going to be like, are you with us? Are you against us? You let him die. I say, okay, yeah, let's let them die. But it is a wish. Are you with me? But let's now say, what happened to Yaradua? Happened. You watching me right now. Yeah, you Lagos Abobaku. I'm not fighting you. I'm just asking you a direct question now. How are you going to take it? That the table will turn, or no, the table has turned now. Okay? That the shitty man and the rest of them are also waiting. There are people who believe that they are just waiting. So that to what? To take that power. Are you by any chance, have you ever thought about what if something happened? Yaradua full step. And Wala con dig, and Shettima is now your president of Nigeria. How are you gonna feel? What are you gonna do? Okay, it's all right. I can't hear you. So I'll just read the comments and then I'll keep the answer. Because there are people who are kind of secretly too, openly, right? That should happen. So if Kolu woke up and said, I will follow Yaradua full step, Baba, you won't buy any. Somebody went under the post and said, Amen. When is going to be the burial date? I said, Nigeria, can't you guys just kind of... I said, well, when you calm down, am I the one who said I want to follow Yaradua full step? Tinubu said he's going to follow Yaradua full step, and I'm just saying that when it's going to be the burial. I said, no, come on. Anyway, whatever it is that you probably know or you don't about Yaradua, I have added my own little piece. Okay. Meanwhile, did you know that tomorrow they're going to start their tribunal pre-trial, or should I say pre-trial hearing or something, pre-hearing or something? Yeah, they're going to open their tribunal tomorrow. And that starts, the whole drama starts tomorrow. I want to say something to some of you. I know you have your theory, which is great. But sometimes any theory consummated when we are emotionally drained, emotionally stressed, something like this that you are witnessing in Nigeria today, so many of you, no matter how old you are, you have never been this, you have never been this involved in the political activities in Nigeria like you just did. Yeah? And it's so shocking to some of you that people could actually rig you this way. Some of you are still expressing shock. I understand, you see? But I warned before then. Sure, you get. I told you that sometimes it sounds foolish not to participate in an already rigged election. They've rigged it before they conducted it. They have rigged the whole thing up to the Supreme Court that you are talking about today. And I did say at the time that you can't trust corrupt people in a corrupt system conducting a free, fair election is rigged. And I explained how they are rigging your election even before the election day. Maybe this information are no longer useful. I agree. But you see the one I'm about to tell you right now, which I'm going to continue to tell you. It's not to discourage you, okay? But the fact that maybe this is your first experience for real, because that's the only reason why you or some of you can be saying some things you are saying right now about Nigeria. And you'll be wondering, why are they not happening like you expected? They're not going to happen that way because you have no idea fully. You are just getting an idea, having an idea of what you are up against, which is not bad. I've said it before. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. You need that experience to understand why people like us have now arrived at a stage where we believe that election is a waste of time. Participating in it is validating the crime. So we'd rather stay away. You see, sounds foolish. How could you stay away? They will be choosing themselves. No. When people stay away en masse enough, the people who stayed away, there's also a vote. The day they are going to actually shut the criminals down, it's going to be a total shutdown. But it's a theory that people haven't tried. So sounds foolish not to participate. How can you say people shouldn't participate in election? How can you say election is this and that? We need to, okay. But then I was saying, you're going to be rigged. You're going to be rigged so bad that you're going to be so angry. You're going to be so angry that you'll be like, this is impossible. Yes, I did say that. But somehow, some people kind of manage their expectation about the election. They are not totally disappointed. Sure, you get, they are disappointed, but they are not totally. Because somehow I have made them realize that it is going to be effort in futility. Yes, you mean well, but it's not going to happen. Maybe I didn't do all the explanation better at that time, or whether I did or not, it's not going to really make any difference. But you see this one, their court is going to open tomorrow. I have been seeing some of you, our judiciary will have to save us. Are you actually joking? Do you think I'm just being pessimistic? You're optimistic, right? You believe in judiciary. Maybe so now they talk say you believe in INEC. Maybe so all of them they do program everywhere on TV, everywhere they tell yourselves that INEC cannot rig. Now you are witnessing the worst of the worst of the worst election ever. And you are still there like, no, this is impossible. This is not happening. This is So I'll keep reminding you. It is not to discourage you, okay? You and I have no control over what I'm talking about now. The only thing we have control over is our emotion. The only thing you have control over is your mental health. And the only way you can control them, both emotion and your mental health, is how you undo the truth. Obi is not going to get any judgment in courts. I'm sorry if that is so blunt, all right? But again, wait for it to play out. It's not getting anything from anywhere. There's no mandate coming from anywhere from them. The whole evidence of rigging and everything is out there. Everybody sees it. But you are dealing with a place whereby every reasonable thing becomes unreasonable and every unreasonable thing becomes reasonable. And it's like an asylum. It's like a jungle. So where are you getting this idea from? That the judiciary will shake in a country, the judiciary will shake in a country. Which judiciary? Which of them? Anyway, again, I remember asking this question the last time. I said, what do you go do if they rig you out? I'm talking about when the tension was high, where everybody say, Baba, you go see film. You go see what thing we go show them. You go see what thing go happen. Okay. He did that. I said, when they rig you out, what thing you go do? What are you going to do? Because they're going to do it. They will do it so brazenly, so shamelessly, that you are going to get angry. You are meant to get angry. So what are you going to do? Not many gave me answer. In fact, there was no answer. They said, Mayegun, we'll wait and see. And here we are, believing in the judiciary that is going to stand up and say, truly, the election was rigged, and Kolu must be told to, should be told to return the return certificate. It's good to be optimistic that way. It hasn't happened. So that's why I'm not going to say, don't take all my word for it. But because from experience, which is that of Nigeria, you begin to connect the dots. Who are the judges? Who are those where they are working for? What are their antecedents? Are you with me? What are the participants, so to say? What are they doing? What are they saying? Are they actually doing exactly what the courts told them to do? Well, so far, so good. INEC, that is at the center of it, is defending Kolu and is denying the Obi and his team, and then others, they are denying them access to all the materials they used in the election. So, which means they will sabotage them, model it up, but you don't have to believe me, okay? See, if somebody asks me, how you they do this thing? How you they do this thing every day with different people coming for you and all? I said, no. That's what makes this very interesting. Before the election, when I was saying it then that you were preparing for elections, Abi, they were preparing for war. And the war is that beyond election, because the real war is after what happened, or they say after the election. That's what we determine what will happen to Nigeria after. Are you prepared? I remember asking that time. So you might say the same thing to me right now. I'm fine. I'm used to it. Tomorrow, they will open the door of their tribunal. I am going to be one of your plug. They will be bringing the reports of who say what, who said what, and what are they saying. I will be one of the people who will bring them to you. Because at the end of the day, you are going to add it to your lesson of life. Then I'm asking you again, when they are caught finally by 2024, that is when the court will rule. Yes. They're not going to do any before inauguration court or anything. They're going to swear in Kolu on the May 29. Okay? I don't know how difficult that is for you to actually take in, but it is true. In Nigeria, they rig election first. Okay? Everything else follows. In Nigeria, whether you rig, whether you won, on the May 29, they will swear in new government in Nigeria. I have seen that. Except, there's a coup. Anyway, they were going to swear in Tinubu. That people are telling you that because he didn't score 25% in Abuja, or he didn't score this or that here and there, they are the evidence. But we are talking about Nigeria. What happened is, he's been declared, Abi. They will swear him in. Just like so many of the governors and the rest of those who are also holding positions in Nigeria, they won't say, they won't swear you in, because you have a case in court. Don't let any influencer mess up with your head, okay? And you don't have to believe me, because it seems like it's a crazy word now, isn't it? If anybody is telling you anything otherwise than this, they just want to keep you glued, and it's not going to help you. So when that finally happened, they're going to create another story, but it is expected to. The problem is if he wasn't declared at all, that's fair, right? But they will swear him in, like they swore Jonathan in when Buhari was challenging him, like they swore Buhari in when Atiku was challenging him. Yeah, you are banking on the court to say he's not president. Their door will open tomorrow, and you will learn more about why Nigeria doesn't fit any logical reasoning that gave you that idea. Okay? It will be there, and they will continue to go to their court. Is Nigeria, not because they can't really resolve the whole thing within 2 weeks, but they won't. Are you with me? They won't. So, practically, the moment the INEC gave you that certificate, now only court can take it back from you. They will swear you in. You will be signing check as president, as governor, as everything. Yeah, they will do it. So if somebody is telling you that they won't, enjoy it while it lasts, but it's not going to help you. Okay. So at the end of the day, from tomorrow, the materials will be arriving, the content will be arriving. And yes, a lot of you will be following, including myself. So today, I have decided to kind of bring to you what it means to follow Yaradua footstep. And hopefully, I have also managed to reconfigure the Stockholm syndrome that many are suffering when your past criminal leaders, dead or alive, are always better than the ones that is in charge. And just like as if to say God doesn't like you or doesn't like Nigerians, they told us that it is God that make leaders. Then we say, wait till we do God. That Nigeria has never had it anything like a nice or good at all. So if the footstep of Bokwari is no longer useful, and at the footstep of Yaradua, if be, then Bokwari can get ready to be the first victim. Not Bokwari directly. You know, the way they do them, they go after people around them. Majority of those who are there today, 8 years ago, they were your superstars. Congratulations, you made it. You made it to Buhari's integrity government. You remember 8 years ago? Congratulations, sir. I know you will make a difference. Thank you, sir. This is the change we voted for. You are in that season again. You'll be hearing names. They'll be sounding buzzing. Hey, I like that one. Hey, I like this one. You continue to deceive yourselves. You can tell what the end is going to be from the beginning. But lots love to live in denial of it. So those who they gave job that time, they don't look for job again. No. I was on Twitter this morning. Then it was last night, but I didn't pay much attention. But this morning, I saw where they are explaining to themselves that why would they, all of us that suffered, we suffered for this party, we suffered for Ashiwaju. Now you are nominating people for Kiniko concert. You are bringing our enemy. Guess who are their enemies? Those ones who worked for Oshibajo. They are in the same party. Those who work for Oshibajo, somehow, who were against Tinubu, they are now getting appointments inside Tinubu's concert that Sheyi is organizing. And they are promising them, we are going to give so many of you appointments that you are going to go for international training, international seminars, international this and that. So they are writing names. So they are complaining. There are people who no support if Tinubu are getting job. Hey, all of us will suffer. We have suffered for 8 years. How could you suffer 8 years? You are APC. You are in government. But it's true. They suffered and they are still suffering. And they will continue to, unfortunately. So they now told them, they say, okay, may everybody calm down. They don't remove them. We have removed them. They are not part of us anymore. Okay, sorry, all of you. Thank you, my leader. They started begging. Please pick me. Please, so I have suffered as I am right now. I no get job. I need to be given an appointment. On Twitter, they are there right now. But the bottom line is this. 8 years ago, those ones who are now who are going to be looking for a job, who are defending Bokwari and the rest, right? They are now looking for a job, looking for lobbying, this and that. Whether they get them or they don't get them, they are coming back to all of us. I always tell people, that's the only karma I remember. Any other karma, they work for me like that. That's the real one. You see, Femi Oponu Adesina and the rest of them. All of those ones where they work with Pastor Ruga and the rest, you will begin to see some of them now. They will now be outspoken critics. And they will be the first that Tinubu will go for. Hello. Your predecessor is always the easy one to go for if you really, really want to be in charge. Learn from Yaradua. Bokwari go Yaram. Majority of you right now that are here with, thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Bokwari. Every now and then, you are counting the days. You ain't go collect soon. All those things you've always wanted to say. But because you are APC, Egbekegbe with Abosi, you are keeping them to yourself. In another few days, you go soon the fire. So, I don't know do away. Or Bokwari way. If you go Yaradua way, can't enter Bokwari way. Bokwari go see him. You go Yaram. Everything, all this appointments of Fulani this, Awusa that, Fulani this, Awusa that in Bokwari's government, that one will begin to change to should be a Fulanization. You dey hear for the past 8 years. All of you Yoruba, whether you support Tinubu or not, you better get yourself ready for Yorubanization, because you see those ones who are like the vuvu sellers, the crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, the ass lickers, they are going to remain same. It's not going to change. 8 years. Many of them are on this street. I know them very well. On this my Zukavai street, on this Mayegun street here, on this. We see them all the time. They have been screaming, remember us, we are suffering for this party. Our leader, our this and that. But if you say Bokwari na thief, your papa na thief. This Bokwari na mumu, your papa na mumu. How can you say the president is mumu? Don't you have a father at home? I say, see, look at this Oniya. You were just a complaint moment ago. Please help me. I have something. I need help. This government is this and that. They're not in. Bokwari na mumu. Your papa na mumu. For 8 years, so now what you do for social media be that too. I am ready today. Some will be like, they will grab, they will be they will be on social media, and they will be like, I am ready for anybody that is coming for Ashiwaju today. Now me and them today on this social media. Because I will never let anybody spoil the name of Ashiwaju. I will never let anybody spoil the name of Buhari. Buhari is Auntie Kilode. Ade Buhari, there's one woman called Ade Buhari. All of you, I say, Mama, Kilode ma parayiba itori Olorun. Now that is switch. 8 years, 8 years since I know that woman. I saw she they look. Majority of them, they call them influencers as well. Since the way I saw many of them 8 years ago, that's what they had. Some of them even look worse now. I'm not joking. I'm not mocking. I'm saying you can join them too. Join them, yeah? Because the real thing is that the Yorubanization is going to be for those who are in their category. All of you now the same crumb, then go see they send you. So you can get video, you can get picture to post on social media. Are you at that? So they'll be like this. Ladies and gentlemen, see, Ashiwaju, we are here in blah 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 blah. So Ashiwaju is here. See Ashiwaju at my back. Ashiwaju is coming to, that kind of thing, Say, yeah. Mayegun, you don't make him. Yeah, I don't become superstar with that. My leader. Say, is that Ashiwaju on your mandate? My leader, please help me in your inbox, because I recorded Ashiwaju or Buhari. Say, my leader, please, I need job. My leader, please, help me. My leader, make us send my CV. Your leader will say na hustler. Your leader on social media. So the real appointment goes to their friends who are not in any way interested in all the shenanigans you put yourself, because you would remain the foot soldiers. And the real job goes to the Yorubas. So you're going to get Yorubanization. Unfortunately, when you say Fulanization, have you actually met an average Fulani man in Nigeria? Because when you say Fulani, now cow, and the Warakashi and what have you, that's what many of you know about Fulani. No. When you meet the average Fulani like yourself, like you are, an average Yoruba, everybody, like doing your thing. And then you can hold them and say, I'm going to say you are better than me. This Fulanization is working for Fulani people. Look at me, Yoruba. See me. See the difference. There is nothing like that in Nigeria. Say you are lying to yourself, Sabi. The Fulanization is just the idea of seizing people's land and making some making Fulani ethnic nationality feel superior, when in actual fact, it doesn't benefit anybody except their elite. So when you hear Yorubanization, that's what you are going into. You see all those Hausa Fulani that are parading themselves in Abuja secretariat everywhere, they go sweep them out. It will be like movie. They go sweep them out to replace them with their own Yoruba brothers, and then even Igbo brothers. You go see say Igbos go get appointment for Bokwari hand. For Tinubu hand. When they begin to do their recruitment jobs and all those secret ones that they are giving to their sons and daughters in northern Nigeria, they will still give them all. But this time around, the number go be like Yoruba high, the northerners next. I'm not kidding. You go see. There's nothing like continuation anyway. I go continue in your footprint. I go continue in that one. Now, Bobo. In Nigeria, there is no continuity, even if you are from the same political party. Here you get. But now that shake the part, me, I won't see. All of you know where they expect say Tinubu is coming to come and give you credit and loan. They are selling you Bobo. You they drink cold. You they drink sobo. Are they here? So don't ever look at me and say, you this my ego, you will see what I said the same thing. Your mothers and your fathers, your uncles and aunties, even the ones abroad, they told me the same thing. That God, you will see what will happen in Nigeria. We will see when APC will change Nigeria. You this my ego bad belly 8 years ago. Today, now Mediterranean with a big body, people where they run from Bukhari. Those who are running into desert in Libya. Now for road, we they pick them, say no run, no go Libya. We they do campaign today, make people no run out of Nigeria. Say please, it's not safe. So that's the change your uncles and aunties did in 8 years. So Kileveshe, what you want to do? We go be Barbara for me. Just make them give you electricity. If they give you electricity, and you they get access to electricity 24/7, cool your head down. You go realize say you don't mad tete. Seriously. I mean, somebody said, Baba, how did we survive in Nigeria after leaving Nigeria? This is my pal. He's in the US. Right? And he was like, Mayegun. How did we survive Nigeria? That we grew up as we survived Nigeria till we left Nigeria. I said, Baba, if you de mad, you know they know. If you are living in a mad place, everything around you is on how to survive that madness from childhood to your age. Now, when you can't live that kind of life, you can't realize someone, Baba, I don't mad tete. That's how mad in you. How did I survive all of that? Things that we look back now. You look back now and say, how could people still be doing that? That's how. Are you from abroad? I said, yes, I live in Calgary, Canada. Auntie, Ekiti to Calgary. Ekolong baby. This is not Lagos, so all these ones that you are acting like say you don't know what's in there yet. No be Ekiti you left. No be from Ekiti you left for Canada. Police shoot Agbero because of 15 naira. You can't cry, auntie. See you shaking. Abroad let it be. Ekolong baby. Meanwhile, before, whether police they slap person, they beat anybody up and down, you could just mind your business. Or you go stay there, they watch. Today you are in abroad. Oh, this is so barbaric. Oh my God, what is this? Oh my God. I've not felt myself since yesterday. When I saw what they did to that young woman, Deborah. They burn, I said, in Nigeria, they didn't burn people. They said, bring match, bring petrol. Before they even ask what he do. Back. I said, at least you go there. What did he do? What did he do? No, people know they ask. Hey, who get match? Who get petrol? Who get tire? Somebody don't run go bring tire. Another one don't go bring get petrol. Now there you go see smoker we get lighter. Now when they don't light them, they burn. They say, what you do, Seth? So my brother, I don't know. Sorry, what you do? If I say they talk, say, I don't know, brother. We don't burn one person. Then they will be going one by one. You won't see them again. The person will bring tire, the one that brought petrol, and the one that offered lighter, gone. And they will never feel any remorse. When they talk about this incident in their own circle, they talk like they are talking about just talking. If I tell you one story, One day, as I come down from Danfo for Ushodi, I just saw that this guy, they run. I don't know what he do. Baba, you know, say me, I just launch and as the guy land, before you know it, somebody say, oh yeah, bring tire, bring anything. Baba, we burn the guy before I ask what he do. So what you happen to? I say we burn the guy. I just come up for there. Bad guy. Nobody will feel like, oh my God, Oh my God. How did you do that? Why would you do that? That's so. Did you know what I mean? Nobody. They say, bad boy. Ma tell you my own. Ma tell you my own. Ma tell you my own. My own is say, you know what? You know, that's it. They've messed us up. Is this that bad? It is. But anyway, I have shared mine, and I wish I could listen to yours, but it doesn't. It's not late. I'm coming back. I'll go freshen up. Right? When I freshen up, I'm going to come back later and we're going to talk about Werewike. You don't want to miss that. I won't give you much of the gist. It's still very much about APC and Werewike and what happened at the dinner banquet that they organized for Kolu. A lot of people are now laughing Werewike that you go here and Werewike, you go here. You know what I mean? You don't want to miss that. So join me then. And I also have the report of, I've shared that the whole video on the platform. But now I'm going to let you see this first part of Ekweremadu's conviction. And when it gets to a few minutes, I'm going to end it. But we're going to do the full time tonight. I will talk about it. Listen to a judge in the UK sentencing Ekweremadu. That people actually wrote letters from Nigeria. A king in Enugu, a king from Enugu, wrote 53 pages goodwill letter to beg the UK court not to sentence Ekweremadu and his wife. But this is the first part of that judgment. Enjoy. I'll see you tonight.
Donating a kidney. I reject the defense assertions that he consented in any meaningful sense. I am sure that he did not. There has been a substantial and long-term adverse impact on his daily life. He is scared to return to Nigeria because of the risk of retribution from those that are sympathetic to you. He lives a solitary existence and is separated from his life, his friends and his family as a direct result of this offence. This all amounts to Category 2 harm within the meaning of the Sentencing Council's guidelines. I do not accept the Crown's submission that the nature and extent of the harm justifies a movement to Category 1. But it does warrant an upwards adjustment within the category range. The fact that the transplant was not carried out merits a downwards adjustment, but the level of that adjustment is limited because, firstly, the gravamen of the offence is the agreement that you reached to exploit the donor. The offence was complete at that point. The offence focuses on the conduct of the offender rather than the harm that is caused to the victim. Secondly, you did not withdraw from the conspiracy. The only reason that the transplant did not take place was because the hospital refused to carry it out.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Bó tún ṣeré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì #1.
Máyégún Diary politico.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì #1.
ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì #1.
àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì #1.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
jíjó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
ha kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ̀lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. ẹni bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.